Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to use common sense and humor combination and try to get to the point in the nitty gritty within 10 minutes. If you have any comments, suggestions, or even insults, you put it down below. I have my own degrees in psychology and engineering, computers, and stuff like that. I do statistical algorithms, analogies, simpleness, synonyms to anagrams. Okay. I'm a part Negro, part German, part Indian. If you have anything, you put it down below and I'll approve of it, monitor it, screen it, and I'll test it with the waters, okay, with a grain of salt and a grain of honey. But anyway, I'm going to talk about something that's completely mind-blowing. That's incredible. Now, mind you this, okay? When I say light and dark, that means both on the light and the dark. There's positive on both the light and dark, and it's also negative on the light and dark, but I'm talking about the positive side. I'm not for the dark side, which is complete chaos. But in order to have peace, you have to have chaos. So I have to look at the bright side of the dark side. What an oxymoron I am. But anyhow, this video is going to be about... Oh, before you continue on with this video, there's spoilers in this video. So this is just to tell you my opinions and how I feel about these movies. These particular movies are very exceptional. That are must-watch movies. See these glasses? It represents something. It represents meticulousness. Microscopic, okay? Okay, I can see better than 20/20 with these, okay? Right? Okay. I am myopic, okay? Not hyper-myopic, okay? But, of course, I'm going to talk about music and intros and visuals, okay? And I'm going to talk about the first movie is... Now, remember, I told you there's a little bit spoilers. I thought Arrival, okay, the movie Arrival, remember? See how it was beautifully made, how it pulled me in. I thought that this motherfucking movie will blow me the fuck out of my drawers, okay? But it was such a terrible movie that I had to give it some credit to one message in particular. And the only spoiler I have to say to you about this movie, Louise has the weapon. And if you look carefully, you can see the circle. And that's a subliminal message for CERN, the Project CERN, you know, the Switzerland, the geeky Caucasoid people who want to blow us up and create a time worm or some shit. But that's it. That's the only message movies have. Okay? It's not really, there's nothing greatly chaotic about that movie. It's a very boring and drab movie. And basically, I was very disappointed with the movie, which only got a 6 out of a 10. Okay? It got a 6 simply because of the aliens that looked awesome. It was fucking... They was inside of a vortex that... I told you the spoilers. But it was not nothing else to the movie. Great actors with poor storytelling. But they tried to just portray the message to you. So now we're going on to the next movie here. Now, the visuals of the Arrivals is great. The sound, even the sound, I was like, yo, that blew my fucking mind, man. Yo, I gotta watch this movie. So it may probably make millions just because of that intro and that preview, okay? But anyhow, what's the next one? Stranger Things. Now, someone introduced me to Stranger Things, okay? Now, Stranger Things got a high rating, indeed, 9, a perfect 9, but it was so retrospective. Like it was dated back in the 80s or 70s, I think it was. And basically, the story was phenomenally great. It was great, and it only lasts for one season. And that's the negative thing. I think they're going to continue on more with it. The intro was fucking scary as fuck. I had to put that on my fucking phone. The intro of Stranger Things was fucking mind-blowing, okay? And if it's not mind-blowing to you, you should get the fuck off my page. The way it started with that scary-ass music, yo, that's the shit, man, yo. It matched the whole entire thing, the whole retrospect type of thing. It was childish, it was kind of kiddish. It had kids in it, it had grown adults who had their personifications back in those days. It was a beautiful, put-together story. There was never a dull moment in Stranger Things. You must watch it. I'm not going to tell you what happened. Oh, it's all about some. I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna even say nothing. I'm gonna say 11. That's all I'm gonna say. But of course, the intro was excellent. Okay, next was Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Now, Marco Polo is based on a true story. You have to watch Marco Polo. Now, a lot of people didn't get claim to it because they don't like history. It's that simple. You don't like history, motherfucker. You don't know who Marco Polo is? You watch that motherfucking movie. Genghis Khan, I think it was not Genghis Khan himself, it was his uncle or some shit like that. It talked about the story of Marco Polo, and it gave you a great in-depth history, bit by bit, throughout the whole, it may be exaggerated in some points, really doesn't matter, it got a 9. You must watch it from the beginning, okay? Those things actually happened, okay? This historical events. Doesn't matter if you was there or not, it's just storytelling. No, his whole life is a motherfucking story, okay? The way it started, it was okay. I like the art, you know what I'm saying? You see how it was drawn and stuff, and the horse and shit. That shit was fucking beautiful, man. But I can tell you, what's the next one? Game of Thrones. Everybody should be watching Game of Thrones. Everybody knows Game of Thrones is the shit. Though some of the episodes can be boring and drab, the story lacks in some areas, it still got a 9. It still gets a 9. It's not perfect. Okay? It still gets a 9 because it's so dramatic. It's just they go out of their way and they motherfucking put the blood in there. They put the goddamn Lord of the Ring type themology in there. Okay? You got the dragons in there. You got dragons and monsters and dwarves and shit like that. And you got the little imp guy, Terry, I forgot his name. I forgot his name right now. I can't think of it. I got to bring forward. Excellent actor, okay? Excellent actor, okay? What else, okay? Warcraft! That movie was off. That movie got a perfect 10. They really got a 9.5. But you got to understand, the people want to know the story of it. It was an exceptional movie. I think it should have been longer. They even used the one guy who played in Vikings in that motherfucking movie, and that was off the motherfucking charts. That movie's a must-watch. A 9.5. Almost a perfect 10. It's pretty much a 10. A clear 10. Clearly, that movie put a lot of potential in it. Had a lot of subliminal messaging. It was just off the chart, and I'm not going to ruin it for you because you are a fool if you didn't see that movie. Okay? Even if you're not a fan of Warcraft, it's just, you have to see that movie. That movie was better than the fucking Final Fantasy movie I saw right next to it. I was like, that Final Fantasy movie, that Englave Child or some shit, that shit was bullshit. The only thing that was weird about it was this art. Story was garbage. There was a lot of missing plots. Probably you got to purchase the game, Final Fantasy 15, and don't understand it. But I didn't like that. I don't like the fact that you got to look at that. Have both of them. That's a marketing scam. Okay, but the story was terrible in Final Fantasy Enclave or whatever. It was just beautiful. It was just a beautiful movie. But Warcraft was even more beautiful. It was just, it mixed the real thing with the CG effect, and it had a lot of twists to that shit too. You have to see that movie, and they have to make another one. Now, let's see, what's the next one? Westworld. Everybody should be watching Westworld. Anyone who's not watching Westworld did not like Matrix, okay? But though Matrix only got an 8, though, okay, I'm being like Albert and Stemmer, whatever his name. I can't pronounce what is the name. Esco and what is it? Two popular critics that used to critic movies. I give it a 2 thumbs up. It's an 8 out of a 10, though. The only problem with Westworld, they got Anthony Hopkins is in there, which makes an excellent character. And I'm not going to tell you the story too much. It's like a Matrix type thing. But you got to watch it, and you see how the way it started was fucking beautiful and fucking scary as hell. Okay? And you got to understand that a lot of times the story is kind of drab. It's mainly a West, type of scenery with shootings and stuff like that. But the story's not as interesting, okay? Sometimes the story gets a little boring. That's why I got an 8. So sometimes it'll be like, this was kind of boring and drab. Okay, but this one is good, that one's good, and that one's boring and drab. Then that one's good, and then that one's boring, and that one's boring. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. But Game of Thrones is pretty long, so it got a 9 because a lot of shit has a lot of CG effect to it. But you should be watching Westworld to understand the concept of his life a little bit, because that's on the realm of, we're in the gaming world, okay? And a lot of people who are religious are actually those who are the androids. Okay, I look at the movie in a subliminal way. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Don't make her cry. Don't make a noise. Don't do that. You know I'm on the video. Listen to her. Now, okay. Now, you got Westworld. Everybody should be watching Westworld. And Westworld was blow your fucking mind when it starts off. Okay? They got Anthony Hopkins in there. He's a bad beast, man. Hannibal Lecter. You know that? Okay, let me see how many minutes I got left. 15%. What's another movie? Okay, Daredevil. My boy Chuck was telling me I should watch Daredevil, and I did not like Daredevil. There's a lot of parts and stuff that trying to be bloody and stuff like that. They got good actors in there, but the story didn't pull me too much. Same thing with Luke Cage. It didn't pull me in too much. It wasn't gritty enough. Okay, I'm a dark individual. I like. What do you want, okay? Make it all like this. You know better than coming into my videos, right?
Dad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
You better get the hell out of here, okay, right? Go now, get away. Now, okay, Star Trek Next Generation. If you don't know what Star Trek, Jean-Luc Picard, Captain Riker, Geordi, okay, you don't know who Troy, you don't know who they are, you're a fucking loser, okay? For women, most women are losers anyway, because all they got their thoughts and whores of Babylon. But most women don't know about Star Trek Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, which is mainly the two best Star Treks current. There's no other ones. I looked at all others. They're boring compared to Captain Sisko and motherfucking Jean-Luc Picard, okay? All right, so we got that fucking shit out the way. You know, you watch Star Trek Next Generation. Gene Roddenberry is a Marvel genius, okay, to create these two things. You know, it's out of this fucking world, okay? You can't defeat those two, okay? And Jean-Luc Picard, he should be president in the fucking United States, okay? And actually Captain Sisko as well. They're almost equivalent, except Captain Sisko is more special, okay? Unless you want to be a racist bastard, okay? Because, you know, Captain Sisko is a star child or whatever the motherfucker it is. I didn't even get a chance to watch all the seasons with Deep Space Nine. Captain Sisko is the shit, okay? Now, okay. Bastard's Executioner, what the fuck happened? Yo! Y'all getting on my nerve with that shit, man. Why did they cancel Bastard's Executioner? It was a good start. Bloody. You never saw Bastard's Executioner before? That movie started off gritty and dark. Oh, it started with his wife getting killed and the baby was being exploited. He exploded. They killed the baby, mass murdered the baby, and he just wanted revenge. That's how it started. He had a witch and everything. I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with y'all people sometimes. Y'all gotta make the advertisement so good. You have to make sure the motherfuckers keep it up. Maybe it was the producer. I don't know. Maybe it was the people. I don't know. I heard that the ratings was going down because people wasn't being influenced enough, and they was seeing similarities between Game of Thrones. No, it was a completely different story, and I love the cast. What happens to the Bastard's Executioner? Yeah, it started off gritty as fuck, too. Gritty as hell. It was dark. It started off with this dim tone of Jesus and shit. It was talking about Jesus. You could see the chair and the crucifix and stuff in the head. Didn't understand what happened here. Spawn, okay? Now, Spawn, when it came out in the 1990s, okay, that movie, I think it was the 1990s when the Spawn came out, it was excellent. That movie was off the chart for its time, but now there's a new movie coming out. Did you see that CG? Did you see that new movie coming out? You see how dark they was trying to put that shit? I saw one before that one, and that was even tight. It had a witch in it and a little boy and some shit like that. That shit was sick. No one can stop fucking Spawn if he came out. If he ever made it big time, no one can stop Spawn. Alright? Spawn is going to be the shit when it comes out. It's going to be gritty and dark and bloody. Okay? They're going to CG that motherfucker straight through. And you won't be able to bitch on that one. Harry Potter. Everybody should know what Harry Potter is. I had to kick a bitch out of my car because she told the ending story of a Harry Potter. But now there's another Harry Potter coming out. The Cursed Child. You heard about that one? Is it coming out in the movies? I don't know. It was in the theaters. There was an actual play based on it, okay? The Cursed Child. I predicted that it would be a Cursed Child because Harry Potter needed some pussy. I knew he was going to get some pussy. And I knew for a fact that he was going to have a Cursed Child because of Voldemort. That's the most wicked and most insane wizard, dark wizard ever. Jesus Christ. Now, okay, what else? The Blacklist. Everybody should be watching the fucking Blacklist. That's the top of the line type of CIA type shit. Governmental official shit right there. That's all connected and shit, intertwined and shit, mysteries and shit. He's helping the United States for some obvious mysterious reason, because he either wants to protect it or it's something for his own self. He's probably dark as hell. Okay, but you gotta understand there's two protagonists in this movie. It's Red and this girl he's trying to protect. Maybe he's his father. Okay, maybe that's her father. She don't know. He saved her. He said he saved her in the fire or some shit. But I want to know the ending of that shit. I'm on the second season right now. I'm still looking at this. This shit's hot. That's a 9. Okay. Now don't get me wrong. Some of the episodes are kind of drab, but most of the time, if you look at his personality, it's sharp to the core, sharp to the T, man, sharp to the T. Okay. 13%. What else is there? American Horror Story. Yo, everybody should know about all of the American Horror Story. The first one wasn't all that good. The last one wasn't all that good. With the 3 in the middle was the shit. The most recent one is the Rockin' Off or whatever. That shit is bullshit. Okay, I don't know why they did that shit. Why would they even do that? It's not even interesting like that. When I tried to watch it, I can't get into it. I know it's real stories based on true events. But I don't want to watch true story. I want to watch their creative minds going away. The Freak Show, Asylum, and also The Covenant were my favorite. Oh my goodness, man. If you haven't seen them, you better start getting a watching of American Horror Story. All right? And let me see the next one, okay? This is 16 minutes now. Vikings, okay? You got to watch Vikings from the beginning. The intro. Actually, the best intro of all of them is fucking American Horror Story. You gotta watch the intro. The intro's fucking off the chain. It's sick. That intro for American Horror Story, they put a lot of work into that intro, man. And you can best believe it. They had that whoever did was thinking about these stories sick. That's sick mentality, twisted type shit right there. That's the abstract horror shit right there for your mind. Freak Show, The Covenant. Okay, you see the Papa John, Voodoo King and some shit of the underworld for The Covenant. And then you got the Freak Show and shit based on true events or some shit that may have happened or may not have happened. That selling was the shit too with the devil and shit. Come on now. Aliens and shit. Come on. Jesus motherfucking Christ, man. Vikings also, I love their intro too. That shit was scary. That shit made me feel emotional. Like, that shit was like, that music and shit is like really on a lower vibration, but it's like, to me, it's like inspirational because this life is great. Okay. And you gotta understand, if they put that much time and effort into music, making it look like that, making that emotion come out just by watching Vikings. I just watched the most latest one. Most latest one was when he came back. Okay, the king came back. The outsider. I just watched that one. That shit was hot. They have to continue that shit on. They have to continue this shit. That shit is based on true events, motherfucker. True events. And you gotta watch it, okay? All of the movies I just mentioned. If you don't watch it, you're an asshole and you deserve to get off my page. Get off my goddamn page. Right? Say get off my page. Bye-bye. Tell him to get off the page. Look. Tell him, get off my page. Get off my page. You're being stupid now. You don't know what get off my page mean?
Get off my page.
That's right. All the movies you should be watching. You don't need to watch Arrival because I already spoiled everything for you. Even though the motherfucker didn't have no message at all except some fucking scenery in it that was just not that impressive. The most impressive thing about Arrival was the aliens behind the scene, and she went behind the mist, the veil. And they said, Louise has a weapon, meaning that we already have the fucking weapon in America or Switzerland somewhere. It's in 4 different locations. The CERN project. Look the motherfucker up, okay? Alright, okay. That's what I wanted to say about my opinion about those movies. And the visuals, you just know them visuals for a lot of these movies and shit was off the fucking charts, man. What else is there? Yeah. Oh yeah, also one more, Doctor Strange. I didn't watch that movie yet, but I noticed that one particular thing is if you try to look for he was one of my favorite characters when I was a kid. If you try to look for some photos of his picture, Doctor Strange, the movie when it just came out, you won't find any. You won't find no really detailed, artistic comic book pictures. I tried to look all over the internet. I said, this is strange. Doctor Strange. Because that's a powerful motherfucker. He's an omnipresent God. You can't stop him. If they power his ass up through the comic books, he's omnipotent. He's invincible, okay? He can't be stopped. Okay? But I didn't watch the movie yet. But it looks good. It looks good. And it's strange that you can't find any photos of him. I got it on my phone, okay? I love you all. Now watch those movies or get the hell off my page. You have a nice fucking day. Peace.